Even if you're making the best content the world's ever seen, you're producing nothing but genuine masterpieces, there's still a great chance no one ever finds them.
At what age is it too late to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish?
What will see you through is not passion, but the sense of deep connection.
Following your passion is really bad advice.
Maybe you're here because you need to dust off your dreams. Maybe you need to explore your imagination.
Please follow your dreams. I believe in you. Do you know what I would have given from a small age to have someone say those words to me? To hear positive reinforcement, to hear that someone has my back. I would have given anything for someone to believe that something that I dream can become reality. And I'm here to tell you today that I believe in you, the person watching this video. I don't care if you think you're too fat, if you think you're too ugly, if you have a disability, if you've done something in the past which you think is the worst thing ever and you deserve all the terrible things. I don't care. Don't care if you think you're too old. I believe in you. I believe in your dream. And the reason why I do that, why I have to believe in you, is because I believe in myself. And that's such an important thing for me. I think dreams are vital to our lives, and they're vital to living a life in which you don't have as much regret when the end comes. You never know when it's gonna come. So for me, I have to tell you this. I have to tell you that I believe in you. Maybe you don't hear that a lot. Maybe you don't have people around you who are gonna tell you that they believe in what you're capable of doing, but I do. I've had the very fortunate experience of living my entire life and having people constantly around me who say that they can't do something. I can't do this. I can't improve. I'm too old. There's so many different reasons why we cannot do what we dream of doing. And I've had constantly, day after day, those people in the back of my ear, literally there telling me, no, what you're doing is crazy. You can't do this. Being a YouTuber is stupid. And maybe it is. You know, maybe your dream is stupidly ridiculous to some people. Maybe it's even ridiculous to yourself that you ever think that you could become a person that you imagine being. But I don't think it's ridiculous. No matter how crazy you think your dream is, more than one person will believe in it. I want to talk about a story that really pissed me off, that inspired this video today. Me and my friends were sitting down, we're talking in a Discord call. It's like a chat, voice chat. They were talking about one of my friends, and they always like make jokes about him. I don't like that, personally speaking. And basically they say, hey, you wanted to become a doctor. You absolutely couldn't. You're like too stupid. I lost my shit. I'm gonna be honest. I was really upset because what they were doing is they were taking a negative experience from his past. They were taking his failures. They were looking at his life and they're going, I've seen where your life is. This is where your life is gonna end up. This is what you're capable of doing. Sorry. And also, if you ever tried, like, you'd never be able to do it. What is that? Like, what are we doing here, guys? Oh, it's just a joke. No, it's not just a joke. I messaged him after. I'm like, hey man, like, I don't know if your friends have your best interests at heart. And I honestly meant that. Maybe it takes him 10, 20, 30 more years than someone else to do the same thing they said he could not do. Maybe it takes him tons of struggling, tons of hard work and effort. I don't know what it takes, but I think he can do it. And you know, like, what is it about him that means that, like, he can't be a doctor, that he can't do the things that they say he can? What, is he not smart enough? How do dumb people get smart? Well, they read books. Oh, wait, is it not that he's not smart? Is it that he can't concentrate? Okay, well then maybe he can work on his concentration. He can work on so many things to become a better person, to become someone who he wants to be. Why can't he become a doctor? Why can't he go to med school? Like, shut up. Like, what are you trying to say? That people can't improve? You might be asking, who is this guy? Who is this guy sitting here telling me, this little kid over here, telling me to believe in my dreams? Who are you? What do you know about my life? I don't know a damn thing about your life. I don't know anything about the struggles that you've gone through, about the situation you're in. Here's the reality. You might be in a position in life where it is extremely difficult to even fathom attempting to follow your dreams, because it feels like you're drowning. You got all these responsibilities, and maybe you want to deep down go all in on your dream, but it feels like if I do this, all these responsibilities, everything's going to fall out the window. So your situation definitely is going to matter. It's going to matter on how you conduct yourself, but never say you can't. Never say that there isn't a way. The path that you choose to get to this goal, to follow the dream that you've always wanted to dream, it's there. Maybe it's 5 minutes a day for a very long time. Maybe it's hiring someone to help you do some of the work because you can't find the time in your day to do things the way that you want to. You need help now because your schedule's so busy and you have all these things to juggle. The method to get to where you want to be doesn't have to look like everyone else's blueprint. I think another reason that dreaming is important is because imagination creates the world. Everything around you, from my desk to my microphone right beside me to my bed sheets, are something that someone imagined and brought to reality. They were a dream. And within your own mind, there's a world that exists different than the one that we currently live in that you could bring to life if you wanted to. Imagination is extremely important because it creates problem solving. Maybe wiping our butts with leaves was not optimal. And guess what now? We got that fucking 2-ply toilet paper, baby. Now, if you're trying to pursue your dream, if you're trying to do something that you really want to do, it's going to be pretty lonely getting there, especially when you start, because, you know, look at me. I'm only, 260 subscribers, something like that at the moment. Not a lot of people know who I am. I'm doing something because I believe I can get 1 billion subscribers. That's insane. It's going to be very scary. It's still scary for me. It might always be scary. Do me a favor and raise your hand with me if you've ever been told that there's something that you can't do, or you've been made to feel like you failed. Because you failed, you're no good, right? Your failure was the worst possible thing that could have ever happened to you. And it was so hard for me to break out of that mentality. Put down your hand. It was so hard for me to break out of that mentality of being like, I failed at something, man, and I just beat myself up over it. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I could never move forward in my life. Something didn't go optimally. Instead of trying to assess it, instead of trying to grow from it, instead of trying to critique it and analyze it in depth, I just repeated the same mistakes. And I did that for 10 years of my life, repeating pretty similar mistakes because I never wanted to spend the time to look back and be like, where did I go wrong? I was too busy being angry at myself. Something else I don't care about, another reason I believe in you, is I don't care that you've been at this for a month, a week, a day, 10 years. I don't care how long it's been. I just think it's a matter of time. If you're trying to grow, if you're trying to develop, if you're trying to do better, that you'll figure out a variable, something somewhere in your life. Maybe it's your environment. There's tons of things that you can change. That's the cool thing about this world, and that's why, unfortunately, sometimes you can chase a dream forever and never get exactly where you want, but it's a double-edged sword. I honestly understand the sentiment of telling people to give up on their dreams. You tell them to give up because you're afraid that they might spend their whole lives chasing something without ever succeeding, without ever growing, without ever developing. And I'm here to tell you that if someone thinks that about you, or you think that about yourself, I believe in you anyway. Even if you've been trying for years to change. If you're somebody who's an addict, you especially understand this. You're addicted to something, you've been trying to quit. I believe you can quit. I believe that you can improve. It may have taken you a long time, but stop beating yourself up. Stop feeling guilty over the fact that you haven't come to a solution just yet. You have to have hope. That's what we lose a lot of the times when we get older. We lose on hope. We lose on dreaming. We lose on the ability to tell ourselves that yes, we can do something. And when that part of you dies, I think that so many of us as adults give up such a vital part of our soul almost. It goes away. That ability to say, yes, I can do this. What is the end goal of your dream? What is the end goal of what you want? That's a very important question, I think. I'm on YouTube. Am I on YouTube because I dream of being a YouTuber? Because it's always been my dream? Well, in part, yes. It's kind of my dream, but it's not really my dream. It's something that I'm starting to enjoy, something that I'm starting to really love, and we're very slowly building a community. But even though I like these things, my dream really is, I want you, the person who's watching right now, to believe in yourself. I want you to feel confident. I want you to be able to stop lying to yourself, stop lying to other people, and say exactly what you're feeling without regretting it. I want you to chase after things that you never thought that you could before, and achieve the things that you can't even fathom. It scares you. You're almost petrified to get started, but you do that anyway. I want that for you. I want that for the whole world. For people to just stop being in their heads and start going after life. That's my message. That's my dream. That all being said, your dreams alone, they're not going to fix your life. Let me be honest with you. A lot of us have this perception that if I chase this thing and I do this thing and blah, 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 I'm going to feel so much better. Now, in the moment of achieving a goal, you might be able to celebrate. You might be able to feel some gratification from it. But the person that you are, the things inside of you that feel very negative, while some of them can improve, it isn't going to fix you holistically the way that you imagine. There's some goals I've had in life, I've achieved them. One of my first goals on TikTok was to get a viral video. I got one, and I thought that I would feel so great because I was gonna keep uploading and I was gonna feel so much better, and that's not what happened at all. I achieved what I wanted to achieve, and then boom, I felt sad for some reason. The same sadness that had originated when I started chasing a goal of becoming better or making a better life. And what I've come to realize is it's more than just your dream. Have you ever been there? Have you ever achieved something or gotten to a goal or gotten something that you wanted and realized, I don't really like this that much, or I don't really care about it that much? I think your dreams are fueled best when coupled with what you want from life, the impact you want to leave for yourself, your family, and or other people. When you think about like millionaires and all these people talking about unhappiness and depression and all these things that people can't fathom that they would have, don't get mixed up with, oh, when I achieve this dream, then I'll be this way. If I achieve this, then I'll be this. You know, maybe when I get to this particular point or landmark, then maybe we'll start trying this. There's never going to be a perfect time to try and to be who you want to be. To get there, be the person today. If you do something that your dream, you give it everything you can, and you succeed and then you don't like it, well, that means that you can explore something else. It doesn't mean that your whole life is over because you tried something and it didn't work. It's not going to be all fun and it's not going to be all easy. One thing that I've accepted is, hey, you know what? I'm doing all this stuff. I have all this work to do. It can stress me out sometimes, and there's a lot of monotony involved, but I don't care. I'm not looking to do this dream because it's going to be the most fun thing ever. What I want is I want to be able to do something I know is meaningful, do something that I know I was meant to do, that I'm destined to do. And I think I'm destined to do all the things that I see in my mind. I'm destined for those things. You know, I'm going to believe in me, even though I know that I don't have many people believing in me right now. When you see people who've done the things that they dream and gotten to where they want to go, a lot of the times they had to work so hard and they had to go through so many different struggles and all of these things. And whoa, when you start doing it, you're just like, whoa. I didn't know they had to work so hard. I didn't know they had to do so much. I really underestimated this. When you want to be fueled by passion and when you want to be fueled by not being bored and having things be fun the entire time, you might kind of peter out because it's no longer as fun for you. It's no longer as exciting for you. And that's why I think that if you connect your dream, again, to your meaning, to something that matters to you, you'll become unstoppable, because it's not going to matter that you're having a boring day or if it's an off day. There is a reason beyond being entertained by what you're doing to do the thing that you need to do. To do that, it might take some self-discovery. Again, asking, who are you? It's very easy to numb these parts of yourself, the parts of you that want to dream, the parts of you that want to grow. In my job interview for a job that I'm currently working, one of the first things I did when talking to my boss was I asked him, what is it that you dream of doing? And I looked into his eyes, and guess what? It wasn't his job. My boss wants to be a writer. He's very good at communicating. I think he's very intellectual. And if you're watching this, I want you to write that book. Something else I hear is do what you're good at. Do what you're good at, because why work at something that you're bad at? I don't know. I wasn't very confident. I couldn't talk to people on the outside. But every single day when I got on the bus, for a very long time, I would make an effort to any person I sat beside because I had all this social anxiety and I was scared. I sat down and I spoke to them, and then I worked on that skill, and that skill became better. What if I said to myself, don't talk to people and just work on, the things that you're good at being alone? Never worked on this weak side of myself. And then all of a sudden now I'm not afraid to talk to strangers anymore. It's crazy how that works. So this notion that I keep hearing from people that say, only do something that you're good at because that's what makes sense, is also ridiculous to me. When people bash your dreams and they bash your goals and they bash you and they tell you that you can't do something, those people a lot of the times have never gone that mile to see what they could be or what they want to be, or maybe there's something inside that's holding them back. And I wish them nothing but the best. And if they're watching this video, I hope that you eventually chase what you're looking after. That's what I want for you. I'm not here to tell you that your dream has to be expansive. I'm not here to tell you that your dream has to be world changing. I want to try and change the world in some way. That's what I want. It means something to me deeply. But if your dream is to just have a stable job with stable income and to work in a place that you find acceptable, go for that dream, right? Go for it. One of the biggest difficulties with feeling isolated and chasing some dream, and you feel like you don't have a lot of support, you feel like the people around you aren't going to help is really just understanding that you're the one who's responsible. You get this a lot. You get a lot of people telling you, you're the one who's responsible. You're the only one who can change you. And they're not wrong. But what do we do with that? What do we do with I'm the one who's responsible and I'm the only one who can change things? What does that mean? How can we become responsible? To become responsible for your dream and to become responsible for what you want requires you to tackle things in your mind that are telling you no. You have to lay them out. You have to make peace with them. And you have to go, well, maybe these things don't make sense. Maybe there are some reasons for me to go for this thing. Yeah, I have all of these reasons to not. And I'm creating an identity out of that. I'm telling myself, well, I'm the kind of person who doesn't do this, who cannot do this. Is that true? We use our mind and we construct these ideas behind who we are. So maybe I cannot do this. This is what I have. This is the situation you might be saying, no, I can't do it. I can't. It's not possible then. I'll back off. I genuinely think one of the hardest questions is, do dreams even matter? Because at the end of the day, it depends on the way that you look at life and what you value, right? If you're somebody who values religion above all else, then you devote yourself to that. And technically speaking, that's a part of your dream. Or maybe you're someone who believes that helping people is all that matters. And that people who delve into hedonism, people who delve into all these things that entertain themselves, to gratify themselves, self-serving kind of ideology, maybe that's a negative thing for you and you think that those dreams are stupid. Or maybe you're on the other end and you just want to live your life and just have fun and just much pleasure as possible. Whatever it may be, dreams exist across this spectrum. Please do comment below down your stories and your dreams. I really want to know, I really want to understand where you came from. What is it that makes you who you are today almost? I'm asking a lot, but what is a dream that you think that you can't do? Because again, I believe that you can do it.